Hi, I'm Anna Reyes and I'm a Spring Fellow at the Data Incubator. I received my development economics degree from Harvard University and I'm currently a statistical consultant for the World Bank, building a model to predict poverty trends in Tanzania. I'm interested in applying new big data sources and technologies to usual economic questions. At the Data Incubator, my project is mining Bitcoin-related tweets and building a market sentiment measure to see if that can predict the price of Bitcoin. I connected to the Twitter streaming API and collected all tweets that mentioned Bitcoin in real time. These tweets were then kept in a MongoDB database. After 2 weeks, I have collected over 1.5 million tweets. Sentiment polarity scores were assigned to each tweet based on SentiWordNet, a lexical resource for opinion mining. These scores range from -1, most negative, to +1, most positive, then were averaged over each hour. Hourly Bitcoin prices were acquired from the Coinbase API. A series of indicators were defined for our series. These included a range of change indicators, simple moving averages, and exponential moving averages. 2 models were then compared. A base model which predicts Bitcoin price 1 step ahead based solely on past Bitcoin prices, and a Twitter augmented model, which adds Twitter volume and sentiment information to the base model. To assess which model performed better, we used the metric of root mean squared error. The root mean squared error of the base model is 10% lower than that of the Twitter augmented model, which suggests that Twitter sentiment as currently defined does not help predict Bitcoin price. Some reasons for this include that Twitter seems to be a lagging indicator of Bitcoin price rather than a leading indicator. The period of analysis of 2 weeks might also be too short, and the lexicon method might be too crude to correctly assess sentiment. Next steps include identifying influential Twitter accounts who might lead Twitter sentiment, building a classifier to classify tweets into positive or negative, which might be more accurate than using the lexicon, and collecting more data to analyze a longer period.